And what kind of progress is Mike Williams making?
He's progressing, getting treatment, and just trying to get him as much rest as possible for Saturday. And, we're hoping that he can make it to the game.
Earlier in the week, you thought he'd be able to be out here at practice. Did anything kind of change with his recovery, or what?
I think what changed was just trying to get him as much rest as possible because of the short, time frame of the week. We're at that point of the season where the reps aren't what matter. The rest is, in his case. So just trying to get him as much rest up until game time.
Will you guys have him work out pregame to see, or how will that decision be made?
Yeah, I'm sure that will be the case.
Is he definitely going to travel?
Yes. Yeah.
How close was he to being able to practice this week?
He's working through the treatment part of it. I don't think that when, he got to the facility today, that was going to be the maneuver that we made in terms of him being out there at practice. We just felt like the treatment part of it would be the best thing for him. And like I said, just the nature of the weekend being a tighter turnaround, just trying to get him that type of rest before the game on, Saturday night. And, we have a long time between now and in the evening on Saturday. So just trying to maximize all that rest time for him and get him all the treatment necessary.
Is there a hurdle that he would need to clear to be able to play?
Just how he feels on game day, and then just being able to go out there and, work out and feel good. And in terms of the game plan and stuff like that, that's not a problem. But just being able to go out there pregame, work out, feel good, and, give it a go.
It's a playoff game. In this case, do you trust a player maybe more than your eyes can see?
Yeah, I've been with Mike now for 2 full years, and I've also been with him through some injuries. So I think we trust, Mike and his toughness. And, and again, there's a long time between now and game day. So we're just going to try and take advantage of all that time. And Mike is as tough as they come. And if he can play, I know he will.
You've had a few days now. Mike got hurt in the first half, so that may have happened either way. But have you given any more thought about the way that game went Sunday? And would you do anything differently?
Yeah, I stand behind what we did in that football game. I think, all my players are really important to me. And there were a lot of players that were, playing in that game that were in harm's way. That's just the nature of football. And it's very difficult to decide who plays and who doesn't and who's more valuable than the rest. And what you're trying to do is set a standard for your program about how you do things. And that's what I believe in. And I didn't want anybody to get hurt in that game, regardless of their status, because everybody's important. So, we're just hoping Mike gets back, but, we're going to be ready to play on Saturday.
After that game, you mentioned that there's a possibility he could have gone back in the game. Now we're several days removed here, and he's still haven't seen him. Can you clarify that post-game remark you made?
No, I think the nature of it was, I didn't know how, serious it was. It wasn't given the indication that anything was significantly wrong with him. So that was what was told to me. And what I was intimating is that there wasn't anything serious, in terms of a fracture or some type of x-ray that was positive. That's all I was, inferring at that moment in the postgame.
And then I asked you specifically on Bosa, and you said nothing had happened during the game, but then he did show up on the injury report, albeit full, and he's off now.
Yeah.
But can you clarify what happened with him? Did something happen?
No.
After the game?
No, it's typical post-surgery soreness, and he's just playing in a football game. And we were just making sure after the football game that he was okay, confirming with, our doctors, his doctor in Philadelphia, just to make sure. And that's just how it goes after major surgery. You're just making sure that everything's okay, but he did not get hurt in the game, and he was full in practice the whole week, and he's going to be going at a high level on Saturday.
Can you understand some of the confusion on the fact that he played one game and there was no issues, and then a second game?
Well, just the nature of the injury report and what you have to do. It's like Justin's shoulder last week. Sometimes you have to list things from an injury perspective, because of the league's protocols, but it doesn't, speak to the nature of the player and their actual health for the game. He's going to be playing full in the game, and that's the truth.
This week of practice, how do you feel it went the last 2 days, and what kind of energy do you feel around your team?
The vibe is good right now. Focus is good where it should be. We've prepared well. This is a really good group of guys that's played now a lot together, been in the fight. And, our preparation has been, I think, premium all year long. I think it's been one of the strengths of our football team is the consistency of it. So this week was really clean. And I know our guys are excited to play, and that's what you want for your team. You want them excited to play, and I know we'll be ready.
I know you guys have played in several primetime games this year, but when you're going to be back there and games not till 8:15 at night, what do you guys do all day? And how do you pass the time?
Rest. I think at this time of year, it's just try to get some sleep and then get up in the morning and kind of go into your normal game day rhythm. I think being in a bunch of primetime games, we know what it's like to be in the hotel. We know we've been in some East Coast games as well, so we know what that's like. And that's the thing about routine is you have one for a reason. You're going to try and take advantage of it. I like the night game. It gets you some rest, and everyone likes to play under the lights. So we'll be there, and we'll be excited to play.
Do you lean on the veterans, the guys that have had postseason experience, to kind of let the guys who haven't know what it's like and that it's different from the regular season?
Yeah, I mean, I think experience can help you. I don't think you need it. I think what's more important is just the makeup of your team, the makeup of your guys. But certainly the guys that have been through it, those guys are going to share their experiences, coaches and players. But I think more than anything is just you got to trust your process. You got to trust your routine, your rhythm, and that's what we've done here the whole season. And that's what we're going to do for this game. It's gotten us this far, and we've got. Most importantly, the makeup that you need in order to be successful. That's what's gotten us here. So I've just been proud of these guys all year and how we've prepared, and this week has been no exception. Yeah, I mean, it's a chance to really, it's a new beginning. It's a chance to prove yourself, and you're playing against the best of the best at this time of year, and you really get to show the world what you're about, and that level of competition is going to increase. It's going to demand a lot more from you because every play, every possession is at a premium, and it brings out the best in your team, and we're excited to compete.